Oh. Hey, house guests. Welcome to today's Big Brother 25 updates and spoilers. Hope you're all having a great day so far today. Yes, I am still wearing the same shirt from yesterday because we don't have any water right now and I was waiting to shower. I just don't want you to be confused and think that you're watching yesterday's spoiler. So, our house guest of the day is Tina Jank. Tina, thank you so much for the support. We could not do this without you, and we appreciate it so, so much. So, thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for a holla. And before we get going, I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that's another fantastic way to support our channel. So Mary Ellen L, Mark Pirjallo, S. Babula, Forever Young 20, Treval K, Benjamin, Don MH302, Jody Cortez, and Florida Nana. Thank you all so much for your super chats yesterday. Oh my goodness, what a week it's been, hasn't it? When we left off yesterday, Corey and America are up on the block. As we know, Corey is Matt and Jag's target this week, but there have been a few people kicking around the idea of keeping Corey this week. He has been campaigning since the moment he was nominated, right? America crying in the bed, Corey on the campaign trail. So Cirie, Felicia, and Blue, they're all considering like maybe it would be better to keep Corey around. Sorry, I just can't do it the ponytail right now. Cirie, Felicia, and Blue are thinking, you know what? We might need help taking a shot at Matt and Jag because let's face it, those guys are really tough to beat in competitions. They feel like there's going to be a lot of mental competitions coming up towards the end of the season, and they're thinking maybe Corey can win some of those. Maybe he can take the shot. But, and there are some buts here. Blue was scared off when she heard that Corey was telling Felicia that he wants to go to the final 3 with Cirie and Felicia. Blue, not mentioned in there. So she doesn't feel great about that. That's kind of making her think, you know what? Maybe we don't keep Corey. Also, Cirie and Felicia are concerned that Corey would potentially fall back into working with Matt and Jag if he stays. Whereas America is still really upset with the guys. She wasn't even talking to them at this point. She's way more likely to target them than Corey moving forward, right? Because you know how guys are. They'll like get into their drama or whatever, and then 5 seconds later, it's like it never happened. So they're thinking America is going to hold that grudge more. Okay, so Bowie already told on Blue to Matt and Jag because Bowie was talking to Blue about, the votes, and Blue was like, I'm going to hear out both nominees, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make a decision for myself this week. I'm not voting with the House. And Bowie told them all about this, right? Bowie does not like Blue. Bowie wants Blue to leave. Excuse me. So Bowie says anyone who doesn't vote out Corey is going to be ostracized. Oh my God. As somebody who was ostracized for a lot of the season and like left out of things, you would think Bowie would not want that for other people. But she's saying no. If anyone votes to keep Corey, they're going to be ostracized. Okay. So in other news, America did start to have some conversations with people yesterday. She talked to Blue. They were hashing things out. Blue apologized for spilling everything that America told her to Jag. And Blue was like, I'm sorry, but my life was on the line. I had to campaign for myself, and I'm sorry that that was at the expense of you and Corey. And America's like, wow, well, I really wanted to help you stay this week. I was fully intending on doing that, which was confirmed in her diary room sessions last night, right? I was kind of skeptical about it until I heard her talking about it in the diary room during last night's episode. But America's really upset that Blue spilled all that information before the POV, right? Because she didn't give them a chance to win the power of veto and save her. So that was very disappointing for America. Also, of course, she's not happy about the blindside situation. So Blue was telling America, look, the door is not closed with me. We could still potentially work together. America's not as thrilled on her end of things. I don't know that she wants to work with Blue moving forward. But America did make it clear to Blue that she will be targeting Matt and Jag. And if the veto is used, Blue would go up as the replacement nominee. But Blue also said Matt and Jag are not off the hook with her yet. We'll see. Oh, that was the cutest little meow. Okay, so into the new stuff. Big Brother was not taking it easy on Sari with this superhero punishment. Oh my God, yesterday was brutal. She had to stay in the pool for 2 hours straight yesterday. We talked about that. But then right after the 2 hours was up, they had her go change in her telephone booth, and then she had to walk 100 laps in the backyard. Damn, that blows. Sorry. Okay, did I mention we have no water right now? So Corey is still on the campaign trail. He's talking to Felicia in the bathroom, and Corey says, if Bowie really is working with Matt and Jag like we suspect she might be, this game is basically over. She is. She is working with Matt and Jag. So Corey says, let's face facts here. Blue runs and tells Matt and Jag everything. Bowie is never going to betray them. So that leaves you, Sari, and whoever between me and America stays this week. You know, the three of us just hoping that we get a competition that we can win and take a shot. But he says, like, you got a big group there working together. They're going to control the votes. Yeah. So it's not a good situation, but Corey is scheming. He's come up with a plan. He says, "I want to see if we can pull Bowie away from Matt and Jag. If we can get her to doubt them, make her want to target them." So Corey says there's a lot of stuff that Matt and Jag have not told Bowie that they've told me about her. So Corey says, I'm incentivized to share that information with Bowie, but she's probably not going to believe it coming from me because let's face it, I'm on the block right now. She's not. So clearly, Matt and Jag are loyal to her over me. So Corey wants to get some other people involved here to make it more real. So Corey says it would infuriate Bowie to find out that Matt and Jag are working with pretty much everyone the way that Izzy was, right? Everybody was so pissed at Izzy when they figured out she's in all these different alliances with everybody. So Corey says, Felicia, I want you to lie to Bowie and say that Jag approached you with a Final Four deal with Sari, Matt, and Jag. The funny thing is, Jag really does want to do that. Jag and Matt do want to make a Final Four with Sari and Felicia. I mean, they also want to do like a Final Five with Bowie included in that, but they feel like they're going to have a better chance of beating Sari and Felicia in competitions than Bowie. So they want to keep them around longer. But yeah, they are really actually setting themselves up to be aligned with everyone who's left except for, you know, Corey or America, whichever one stays. So Corey's plan here, he wants to bring this up to Bowie and say like, oh, I heard that Jag is trying to get a Final Four going, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going to have Bowie go and check with Felicia. And Felicia is supposed to lie and confirm like, yep, he came to me about a Final Four. So the feeds cut away from them for a few minutes. And then when they come back, Corey says, this is a good plan because even if it blows up, say I get voted out, whatever, Matt and Jag are not going to come after you over this, right? Because they feel like they can still beat you. So they're going to keep you around no matter what. Come join. So Corey says, I'm not going to get the ball rolling on this if you're not into it, but I do want to try and change the status quo. Plus, he thinks it'd be really fun. I mean, it would be kind of fun, but I don't think it's going to work. I think there's no pulling Bowie away from Matt and Jag at this point. So Felicia says, I need to talk to Sari about it. I need to think about it. All right. So after, Felicia immediately pulls Jag in to chat. And she's talking about Corey's campaigning. She doesn't spill the plan that he was just talking about. But, you know, she's talking about his other campaigning, like how he wants to go after Matt and Jag. Of course, everybody knows that. But Jag is asking Felicia, how do you feel about your path moving forward? What does it look like for you? And Felicia says, well, I'd love to be in the Final Four with you, Sari, and Matt. And Jag says, yeah, I am so relieved to hear you say this because I want that too. The prophecy is coming true. So Jag says, we need a squad that's solid. And he says, obviously, I'm very close to Matt. You think? And he says, with you and Sari, that's going to make us 4 out of 7. So here we go. Corey's lie is becoming a reality as Jag and Felicia discuss creating a Final Four alliance. So Jag says, if we win HOH, we're still going to have the votes every time. We're going to be able to control things, do whatever you want. We're good. As long as two of us are not on the block together, because then we're going to be in trouble. All right. So a little later, Bowie chats with Corey while he's in the shower. And Corey says, I've been going around, I've been campaigning, I've been talking to everyone, and I've been hearing some weird shit. And I think it's important stuff to tell you, but I don't want to bring this to you until I know that it's for real. So, first things first, Corey spills that Jag told him and America that he was the invisible HOH before he told Bowie. I mean, this is true. We know it's true. And Corey's like, yeah, he was asking me in America if he should tell you. He told us to act surprised, and he had to have this whole like fake telling us, even though we already knew. So Bowie hearing this is like, really? Really? Like she's doing that high-pitched voice because she's just like, and Corey's like, yeah, you were led to believe that we didn't know yet. He told us first. I think this might have been a little bit of a surprise to Bowie, but she was playing it cool and being like, I don't remember the timeline, so I don't know. Maybe. So Corey's bringing up again, I'm hearing some stuff that's funky as hell. I'm hearing some things from Suri and Felicia. And he says it's stuff about Matt and Jag. Like maybe they're doing some Izzy-esque stuff. And again, when he's saying Izzy-esque stuff, he means basically making alliances with everyone. So Corey says, obviously, Matt and Jag have Blue. Obviously, they have you. And they also had something with me in America. And now I'm thinking they have a thing with Felicia and Suri as well. I thought he was going to wait until he got Felicia's permission to do this, but he's going for it. So Corey says, or at least I'm hearing that Matt and Jag are trying to start something with Suri and Felicia. He says Felicia was hinting this at me. That's not what happened, but okay. So he's doing his whole plan, whatever. So Bowie's like, okay, I'll keep it in mind. So then a little later, Bowie and Felicia chat in the storage room, and they agree. Corey is still going this week. They are voting him out. And Felicia says, Corey tried to approach me with a plan. So she says, I'm not going to get into what it all was. I'm not going to say that right now, but I am not going to go through with the plan. Oh my God, I thought she was going to spill it right there. So Bowie says, well, Corey is trying to tell me that all these people are working together. This person's working with this person. And Bowie admits it did get in her head a little bit. It got her thinking, but then she stopped thinking because she realized, you know what? That's pretty dodgy coming from Corey. I can't really trust him. Is it dodgy though? Is it? So after Matt and Felicia chat in the kitchen, and again, Felicia is saying, Corey pitched a plan to me that I would not consider going through with. She does not elaborate on said plan yet. But Matt is just like, I'm so tired of mine and Jag's names getting dragged through the mud. I'm tired of us getting pulled into things. Well, you did handle this week extremely poorly. I don't know what you expected here. Did you think that Corey and America would be happy with what Jag did? So anyway, Matt asks Felicia, how did your chat go with Jag earlier? And Felicia brings up how Jag was talking about putting together a Final Four alliance with the two of them, Matt and Suri. And Felicia's like, I would love to do that. And she says Matt and Jag are the two that she really trusts in here, aside from Suri, of course. So Matt agrees, oh yeah, I trust you guys too. We've been together for so long. Have we? Okay. So anyway, this Final Four is like in motion. So a little later, Blue, Jag, Suri, and Felicia are hanging out in the kitchen. There's some cooking going on. And Blue and Jag, of course, are talking shit about Corey and America. This is how they've spent 90% of this week. So, of course, they're saying, like, those two are liars. They're terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then Felicia starts spilling Corey's plan. Felicia's like, Corey was telling me if we can get Bowie to understand that she's at the bottom with Matt and Jag, then we can get her to go after them with us. And she said, Corey told me that I'm going to need him in the mental competitions. And he wanted me to go to Bowie and tell her that Jag approached me to do a Final Four with him, Cirie, and Matt. So hearing this, of course, Blue's like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this. Jag is acting so surprised. He's like, Corey is scheming, bro. He's on the block for being a liar and he's still lying. But Jag really did approach Felicia for a Final Four. So it is true. But anyway, Cirie was very quiet during this whole conversation. I have a feeling she's pretty pissed at Felicia for spilling again, right? She's already told Felicia, like, you need to chill with what you're sharing with Mag and Jag. Mag and Jag, I keep doing that. We don't need to share everything with Matt and Jag, right? They already have a lot of information coming in from people. But anyway, Cirie was having one of those days where everything and everyone just ticks you off, right? She was over it. And she was trying to just have some alone time, eat outside by herself. People are begging her, like, stay here, stay. We have another chair. We have another chair for you to sit. And she's like, no, 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 no. I'm going outside. So as she is walking outside, we see everyone in the dining area. They're all just like doing their thing, whatever. But we can still hear Cirie. It reminded me of Lisa's hot mic moment on Salt Lake City last season. So anyway, we hear Cirie being like, oh my God, help me. She says they're all full of shit. Every last one of them. She says every last one of them talk about how the next one is full of shit. And she says, I just can't take it anymore. Every single one of these people is full of shit. I mean, yeah, she picks up on the hypocrisy here, right? So again, Cirie's just trying to get some alone time. And then the delightful trio of Matt, Jag, and Blue join her while she's eating. Yay. Okay, so later, America and Cirie are chatting outside, and Cirie is giving America a pep talk. She's like, please just hang in there, try to bear it. I know it sucks. I've been in your position before. And she says things can change so quickly. You never know what's going to happen. So America says she does want to stay because that was kind of unknown the last 2 days, right? She was telling Corey, like, look, I want you to stay. I feel so bad that we're both up on the block. But now she is letting people know she wants to stay, but she feels guilty because she does not want to stay as badly as Corey does. And I mean, it's pretty clear that Corey is the target this week. So Cirie says, I know exactly how you feel. She was in the same position with Izzy, where Izzy was in trouble, and Cirie was like, I don't really need to be here. But Cirie is encouraging America, tell people that you want to stay because they need to hear that. So Cirie is talking about how she was at her wit's end today. She is sick of these people. And she says, I really empathize with you more than you know. So if you ever need to just cry or talk shit about people or whatever, I'm here for you. So they talk about how they have to fake it with people in the house, right? Fake being interested in people's stories, even though they're so long and so boring. So these two are really bonding. And I definitely see Cirie scooping America up once Corey is gone. So later, Felicia and Cirie have a game chat. And Felicia is now saying that she's open to going to the Final Four with Matt and Jag. She wants this to be a real thing. Are you out of your mind? I'm sorry, but really, are you out of your mind? You want to go to the Final Four with Matt and Jag? So luckily, Cirie is like, I don't think so. She's like, I really like those guys as people, but she says if even one of them makes it that far in the game, they're going to win. We're not going to be able to beat them. We're not going to win. So Felicia says, no, we just have to win HOH at Final Four, and then we decide who joins us in the Final Three. Couple issues there. First of all, good luck winning that competition against Matt and Jag. Secondly, the POV holder decides who else goes to the Final Three, right? HOH that week is just for safety. They do not really make any decisions. It all comes down to the POV winner. Plus, even if they did make it to the Final Three with either Matt or Jag, they'd still have to win the final HOH and make sure that Matt or Jag don't get to the end, right? So it's really really an uphill battle. And for some reason, Felicia's like, yeah, let's do it. So Zaria really has her work cut out for her trying to keep Felicia on track here to target Matt and Jag moving forward. Okay, so today, the day started off with more crap talk about Corey and America, of course. Felicia telling Matt and Jag again about Corey's plan to try and pull Bowie away from them and, say that Matt and Jag have a final four with Suri and Felicia, which they are actually now trying to establish. But after, she also tells Bowie about it. So again, everybody knows about this plan, right? So Corey is trying to give it his all with his campaign. So he gets dressed up this morning in a pink suit. He's all formal for his last day of campaigning because he says this is serious business. And this reminds me of someone else from Big Brother Canada. And Corey does give a shout out to Kevin Jacobs from BB Can 10. Woo! One of my favorite winners of all time. And it was a nod to Kevin's Andrew character, who's supposed to be working for a law firm. And I saw that Kevin did acknowledge this whole thing on Twitter. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, Corey, all dressed up, starts campaigning to Suri in the comics bedroom. And Corey is in character at first. And he's like, my job is very simple, to help my clients. I need 3 clients, meaning he needs 3 people to vote to keep him this week. And he's, all jokes aside, he gets down to campaigning. And he's asking Suri, like, I'm assuming you talked to Felicia already, right? He means, like, about his plan to try and pull Bowie away from Matt and Jag. And he wants to know, what are your thoughts on this plan? And Suri says, well, I think that Bowie is so far up Matt and Jag's asses that it's going to be practically impossible to pull her away from them. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Corey says he thinks that Bowie is really paranoid about Matt and Jag working with other people. He feels like Bowie has been very receptive to what he's been saying. No. She cannot wait for you to go. And Felicia has already spilled your plan to everyone except for America. So Bowie knows about it. There's no fooling her with this. But Corey seems to think that Felicia is on board for the plan. No, she's not. But Corey says to Suri, even if I don't stay, even if this doesn't work in that sense, at least Bowie will be skeptical of Matt and Jag, and that should help everyone else down the line. No. I mean, it was a nice thought, but like, Felicia already blew it. This whole plan is moot because everybody knows about it. So let's move on. America and Jag finally have a one-on-one chat. Oh boy. The last 2 days, Matt and Jag have been waiting for America to approach them to talk. And she wasn't doing it. And it was really pissing them off. So now America and Jag are finally talking. And let's just go through some highlights here because it was a pretty long conversation. Jag is like, look, I know you probably want to murder me in this game and in real life, but can we just be friends? And both Jag and America are laughing a lot during this conversation. And I feel like it's fake. I feel like America is not ready to just like move on from what happened. I think Jag definitely wants to sweep it under the rug, right? And just go back to the way things were. But the line has been drawn, and America is just putting on a happy face here, but she is not happy with Jag at this point. I mean, she got a lot of great advice from Suri the night before about how to just like bear it and put up with people. So I feel like they were laughing a lot during this conversation to mask the awkwardness and the anger that's really there. So America's like, yeah, I was really mad after what happened. And she says, I'm going to look like such an idiot when the power veto ceremony airs because I guess she didn't think that it was for real. Because remember, there was that whole like plan that Matt and Jag were kicking around beforehand of like possibly putting up Matt as the first replacement nominee. And then Jag would use the veto on Matt and then put somebody else up, right, to try and cover that Jag is the invisible HOH this week. So it seems like America may have assumed that she was being put up as a cover and it wasn't for real, right? And I guess her POV speech was kind of dumb for that reason. But Jag was like, and that's just like a whole extra layer of oof. So Jag says he feels like he's going to look like an asshole during the ceremony. We'll see. But America says, I was really sad because after Corey, you are my best friend in here, right? And she wants to know, what was the point of a blind side other than to hurt us? Exactly. Like, that did not need to be a blindside. Ugh. America says that felt really unnecessary. I'm heartbroken about it. And she says, I'm not as angry as I was before. I really needed to disconnect. That's why I did not want to talk before. So the feeds cut away from them for a few minutes. Really? Like, this is an important conversation. But America says, I was so happy for you when you won the power veto. I thought that we were good. And we know from last night's episode that America actually threw the POV. But she apologizes for telling Jag to F off. Clearly, he was pretty upset about that because he told everybody about it. And Jag's like, it's okay. I did feel like the F off was disrespectful. But he says, I get that I had just put you up on the block. So, of course, you're going to be upset. Oh, you get that now? So, Jag says, I want you to know this move was not personal at all. It was strictly a game move. It seemed a little personal the way he was talking shit about Corey in America for like 48 hours leading up to it, and the way that he made it a blind side and how giddy he was about it leading up to it. Like, it was a lot. But he said, I was so sad that you told me to F off. What did you expect? A thank you note? So Jag also says, I was hurt when I found out that you were telling Blue stuff that I had said. I had put a lot of trust in you, and to find out that you were saying this stuff to Blue, I felt like a joke. And again, like, he was doing the same thing to Corey in America, right? Trying to pit them and Blue against each other. So it sounds like victim noises at this point. But Jag says, I'm not really sure if it would have changed anything if I had talked to you and Corey beforehand, right? If it wasn't a blind side. I mean, it would have helped his jury management, that's for sure. America will remember this on finale night. But they talk through some things. Jag says he still wants them to be friends outside of the game. And America's like, we'll see. Also, America does not shy away from letting Jag know she will be targeting him and Matt if she wins HOH. She says the door is still open, potentially, for them to work together. I'm pretty sure she's going to be targeting him and Matt. I think that door is closed. But anyway, in other news, Corey seems to be realizing today there is no hope for him at this point. I mean, he's not getting direct answers from people. Felicia is not really biting to join in on his plan to try and pull Bowie away from Matt and Jag. He's realizing he's getting the runaround here. And I mean, he knows from his experience that's not a good sign. Meanwhile, America is on the campaign trail. She's talking to Felicia, and America is confirming she wants to stay, right? She wants to keep playing, and she says she will be targeting Jag and Matt. And if one of them wins the power veto, she would put up Blue. She's already told Blue that to her face. So America says, I would never put up you or Cirie. So Felicia or Cirie. And she says she wants to work with them. I would love to see America, Cirie, and Felicia work together. Is it actually going to happen? Who knows? I mean, somebody's going to need to start winning some competitions in that group. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. We've got the eviction tomorrow. And as of now, Corey is leaving. I don't see this vote flipping. I do still think that there will be talks here and there, like, should we keep him? But I think in the long run, they're going to decide not to keep him. So we'll see what happens. We still got like 24 plus hours left. You never know what's going to happen in this house, but come in.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Is there water?
No.
Okay. So I want to thank today's super chatters because you're all amazing. Thank you. So,
Hi.
Mary Ellen L, thank you so much as always. Kitty Cat. Sean Davis, thank you so much. Sean says, Jag and Matt are delusional, thinking they can win every competition until the end. One slip up and they'll end up like Michael. Normally I would agree with that, but I think they do have the potential to trade HOH wins back to back to back. I mean, you never know. Somebody could sneak in there and win another competition. Oh, puppy and kitty kisses. I think out of who's left, I think Blue has the best chance, or Bowie, to beat them in competitions, but they are just so much stronger in these comps than everybody else. I don't know. It is possible for them to win out, I think. Bless you. But thank you again, Sean. Justin Tanner, thank you so much. And Justin says, hi, Maddie. Great updates as usual. Thank you. Question, why do you want Matt and Jag out next? They're way more deserving than America, Blue, and Bowie. That's a good question. The main reason that I want them out is because I don't like steamrolls, right? I don't want to see them just pick everybody off one by one. It's just very boring to me. And I'm not always of the opinion that like the most deserving player, like whoever is in the most drama or whatever, deserves to get to the end. I feel like a lot of the problems that they had throughout the season were created by their own poor gameplay. So, I think they had to clean up a lot of their own messes in some situations. Jag more than Matt. I mean, Jag has been evicted, right? He has already been evicted and he was brought back with a twist. So that's my reasoning there. Do I want to see like Blue win? No. I would like to see Suri, Felicia, or America win at this point, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Wendy Will, thank you so much for the super chat. So that's where we are right now. I'm hoping that we will get some water here. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for more. And until next time, much love. Bye, everybody. Bye.